Hi, welcome back to our channel and back to the tutorial for deep learning. Today we are going to discuss the basics of mask RCNN for object detection and instance segmentation. That means it's one of the variant of RCNN were derived from the concept of fast RCNN only. To overcome the drawbacks of fast RCNN, mask and RCNN introduced with the ROI alignment scheme here. Here we have to discuss today what is mask RCNN and why we need mask RCNN, how we can utilize for the medical applications, and also what is the architecture of mask RCNN and components and more in details also. So once come to the topic of this mask RCNN here now, this is one of the deep learning model and also based on computer vision model only. What we can do with this mask kernel because it help to achieve and perform the object detection followed by the classification and boundary box localization and instance segmentation. For example, if whenever you train the images from the data set, it may be a what you can say data set like implicated data set or a complicated data set, what I'm there, it can still detect the object and what kind of object classification also. That means classify the object. For example, if your image, there will be a, if you train the animal data set, we can easily identify the cat and after identify the cat, the object like that, then it can design what kind of cat it is like that. Then bounding box losses, it can localize the object exactly with the help of bounding box here. And instance segmentation, instantly it can perform and make box and improve the accuracy also. Moreover, it based on the faster RCN also. Then what kind of specialization once conduct the masking? Because it can easily find individual object in an image and generate a pixel-based mask for each detected object also. And what kind of outcoming or outputs we can expect from the mask, and one is called class label, another called a bounding box, another called a confidence scores, another one called segmentation mask. Let's example, if you consider the kidney city image, mask and what can do, can easily identify a kidney lesion as well as mark it as a exact region also from the given city images also. Then what is special and why mask RCN important? Because traditionally, if take the object detection model like general RCN or fast RCN, it can easily identify the object, even draw the bounding box also, but it does not identify the exact pixels properly. But once you use the mask RNN, it can easily identify the object and draw the bounding box as well as produce an accurate segmentation mask to here. As later, once go implementation, we get more knowledge about the mask RCN here. Then these are the general architecture. Once come to the mask RCN, we can use the backbone network as either it may a ResNet 50, ResNet 101, and so on. And here there will be a proposed regions object is there, and where we can identify the prediction box regression also, and ROI align. If you go ROI align, there will be two information getting, the types getting box ahead and mask ahead based on the application only. On class prediction, box regression also. On future pyramid network also there. Let's say some of the information about the components here. So this is general architecture. Suppose if you want to take input image where you can use ResNet as a backbone, and the future permit levels you can use P2, P3, P4 because each and every level utilized for get the micro and macro information of the object here. Then you can use the RPN because it generate region proposal properly. Then futures also generate from the RPN. Then ROI alignment done. Then you to give the way to create a class set, that is classification, and bounding box set also. Then mask set is there. At last, class label will help you to identify the category of the object. Maybe if you take a consider a CT image of kidney, you can say that tumor assist like that, and also with box coordinates, and also improve the confidence score, and also pixel mask also showing here like that. So based on the application, the output will vary here. So if you take backbone as a resistant, what will happen? It can easily extract the very important features from the input image easily. For that one, follow the protocol like input the image, then apply the convolution operations, and apply the residual blocks, and also apply the deep feature maps here. After complete the process, it will get the it will give the information for get the desired output here. The motto of this process is called usually to extract the edges and deduct textures, identify the shapes, whatever may be there, and learn high level semantic feature from the given image like that. Then region purpose network. So it is just not shown here. Yeah. And ROI line detection. These are always useful in the part of mask onion because it extract accurate features from the proportional region here. So if you compare with a simple ROI pooling, ROI alignment is best because it easily avoids the coarse quantization and preserve space information properly. So after ROI element, what will happen? There are three branches operate after the ROI element, that is called class set, where generate the class name, and box set where generate the boundary box, and mask set where generate the pixel marks here. And class they have mask set where generate a binary mask for the each direct object clearly. And the process simple, where follow the process like steps like original seed, uh, take the input as a original city image, then find the directed region and make the boundary box and mark it, and pixel level mask and generate the pixel mask and segment the lesion also, for example. Yeah. So if you have object, it will identify it easily and make bounding box also. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Bounding box also. Sorry. Bounding box and accurately locate the lesions wherever there and segment data from the given image also. So what we will get from the mask generation? The input image from the city image is taken and deduct the lesion, localization lesion and localize also, and mask where give the exact lesion boundary also. So I hope that today you understand what is mask is RNN, RCNN, and what is the use of mask RCNN, why it is important, and how we can utilize the mask RCNN for the medical images like kidney CT lesion and like that. And what are the parts or components involved in the mask RCNN. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.